what did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
Any problem? No problem? Okay. So good evening everyone, and a warm welcome to all family and friends who are here to offer their well wishes and support to me and towards the book. A warm welcome to our very special chief guest, Ms. SHITAL PAWAR, Executive Editor, SAKAL Media Group. Ma'am, I'm absolutely honored to have you as the chief guest. Thanks for accepting this invitation so graciously and showing all your support towards the book. So I really thank you for that. I also want to extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries here. I'm absolutely very grateful for you for your presence today. When I started writing for today's speech, there were so many thoughts that were coming to my mind. They were rushing to get penned down on the paper, to find their expressions through my words, just like the book. But just like any thought, any idea, to find its expression, it needs to be conceived first. So I thought maybe it would be very appropriate to share with you about how this book was conceived. So maybe that's what I will start. It's almost like I'm sharing what I had envisioned for the book. The idea of this book came to me when I was expecting my son Ishan, and I started writing the book when he was 6 years old. He's almost been like an angel to me throughout this journey. Yeah, oh great. Then this book would not have been possible absolutely without the support and the compassion that Manish has shown towards me. He's been like a rock throughout this journey with me, not just the book, but the whole life. So nothing of this would have been possible without him. So now there are other few very, very important people that I want to acknowledge here in front of everyone. The words in the book were written by me, but the expression, the illustrations, the pictures that you find were done by Yatin. He's done a brilliant job of giving expression to my words, my thoughts, my emotions, and connected with it beautifully. My sincere gratitude towards Shama, because the book and the illustrations have found the right expression through her design. So I acknowledge her for her contribution towards the book. I would also like to thank the publishers, Inspire Group, its founders, Sanjay Kulkarni and Shama Mokhe, and their entire team, because without this, the book would not have gone to its fruition. Now, today is a very distinct day, not just for me, but for the book. It is the launch of my first book, and it is on a day which has a threefold meaning and significance for me. Today is International Women's Day, which is, of course, the celebration of womanhood. And this year, International Women's Day has fallen on a Friday, which as per our culture is the day of Devi, the feminine energy. So I'm so grateful that she is watching this event and gracing this event. And to top all this, today is also Mahashivratri, which is about celebration of so many things, spiritual, physical, so many things. And one of the celebration aspect is the celebration of the form Ardhanarishwar. And I think Ardhanarishwar exemplifies so many things. It's the personification of equality, equity, belonging, inclusion. And all these aspects are so relevant and so pertinent in today's times. So I could not have asked for a better setting or a better day to launch this book. And that's why this day is so special to me. Now I can start by talking about what the book is, what are the contents, what topics it delves into, and all other things. And trust me, we are going to go through all these points in the program ahead. But I thought it would be even more apt if I shared what this book means to me, because that's where the journey all started. That's where it began. This book for me is not just a book. It's my heart and soul poured into each and every page. For me, the book is about celebrating the feminine. The feminine has so many facets to it. And the two most important facets are womanhood and motherhood. Now, when we talk about womanhood and motherhood, we often think that they are different aspects of the feminine and they cannot go together. And being a woman, you're on a journey of becoming a mother, where becoming a mother is a destination. But it's my humble realization through my journey that becoming a mother is not a destination. It is, in fact, the union of womanhood and motherhood. It is the friction-free amalgamation of a woman and a mother. The term woman and mother are defined in many ways. One definition of woman that I particularly find very significant is Nari Samajasya Kushala Vastukara, the perfect architect, a skilled architect of the society. Now, this also implies that fundamentally the women are the designers of the society. Now, if we want to, and this also means that it bestows a lot of responsibility on women and womanhood. But do we all really consciously get a chance to reflect upon this facet of womanhood? If a woman is the primary designer of the society, then she should get the right support and the right clarity to first design her own life. All of us, men, women, everyone, rarely get a chance, or we are rarely taught how to be the architects of our own life so that we can build something better for others. For most of our lives, we follow certain thoughts, beliefs, templates on which we build our lives. We are taught what to think, but we are rarely taught how to think. And we women also learn and borrow definitions and beliefs about womanhood and motherhood because we rarely get a chance, we rarely get time to really ponder and reflect upon the true essence of a woman and a mother. What is the true essence of feminine? In today's dynamic and ever-changing world, womanhood and motherhood often come to the crossroads with each other. And from those crossroads, they can either walk apart or they can walk together. For me, this book is about how a woman and a mother can walk hand in hand, how they can explore the feminine in its true sense, and how they can empower each other. Hence the title of the book, Birth of a Mother, Rebirth of a Woman. Because becoming a mother is not the end of the journey. It is like rebirth of a woman. And that's why I thought the title is apt. Birth of a Mother, Rebirth of a Woman, reimagining the journey of becoming a mother. And this rebirth happens at 3 levels, emotional, mental, and spiritual. It is almost like an internal metamorphosis that a woman goes through. The book focuses on these 3 aspects, the emotional, mental, and spiritual journey of the woman when she is becoming a mother. What this means is that through rebirth, we are also presented an opportunity to design our lives the way we want, intentionally. Now, the second part of feminine is motherhood. One definition of mother which I personally and particularly find very important and interesting comes from Skanda Purana, which goes like this. Nasti matrusama chhaya, nasti matrusamagati, nasti matrusamam pranam, nasti matrusama prapa. Which translates into, there is no shade like mother, there is no resort like a mother, there is no security like a mother, and no ever-giving fountain of life. So if a mother is the fountain of life, then she too needs to tap into her source of femininity so that she can keep the fountain of life going. Now, my book aims to support women in tapping into this source of life and explore the immense potential of the feminine. This book is also my attempt to reach as many men and families out there because they are the supporting structures of this fountain of life. And most of all, this book is my humble attempt to help women design their own life and become capable leaders and architects of the society by embarking on this journey of motherhood. Once again, I thank everyone for being here. Thank you.
Okay, rolling.
Yes, ma'am. मराठीमध्ये बोला. बर्थ ऑफ मदर, रिबर्थ ऑफ वुमन. काय आहे हे पुस्तक आणि कशी कल्पना सुचली?
जसं तुम्हाला टायटलमधनं दिसतंच आहे, नाव आहे बर्थ ऑफ अ मदर, रिबर्थ ऑफ अ वुमन. मराठीत थोडंसं काव्यात्मक सांगायचं झालं तर फिरुनी नवी जन्मी नमी असं तुम्ही थोडासा त्याचा अर्थ घेऊ शकता. आणि जसं मी मगाशी पण सांगत होते की ह्या पुस्तकाची कल्पना मला जेव्हा मी स्वतः त्या प्रोसेसमधनं जात होते, जेव्हा मी स्वतः प्रेग्नंट होते तेव्हाच आली. कारण मला थोड्या त्या मिसिंग लिंक्स दिसत होत्या की जेव्हा हा प्रवास चालू असतो तेव्हा इमोशनल, मेंटल, स्पिरिच्युअल म्हणजे आपल्या सगळ्या मानसिक जेवढ्या अवस्था असतात त्याच्यावरती फोकस करणारं पुस्तक कुठे सापडत नव्हतं. म्हणजे मला स्वतःला हा अनुभव आला. मग त्यातनं ते सगळे विचार सुरू झाले आणि मग ते कुठेतरी मी मांडत गेले. आणि मग ऑफकोर्स जेव्हा तुम्ही न्यूक्लिअर फॅमिलीमध्ये असता तेव्हा मुलाकडे बघा, सगळं करा. त्यातनं मग वेळ मिळून फायनली पॅन्डेमिकच्या वेळेला मी पुस्तक लिहायला घेतलं. आणि तेव्हापर्यंत आलेले अनुभव, अनेक महिलांशी झालेले संवाद याच्यातनं मग ती कल्पना आणखीन बळ घेत गेली. आणि मग फायनली मला ती काय म्हणतात ना, मोटिवेशन मिळालं मला की आता हे पुस्तक लिहिणं आवश्यक आहे.
मराठी वाचकांसाठी अनुवाद होणार आहे का?
नक्कीच होणार आहे. पुढच्या 5 ते 6 महिन्यात आम्ही अनुवाद मराठीमध्ये आणणार आहे. सो ही पहिली स्टेप आहे, हा पहिलाच टप्पा आहे. 3 सेक्शन आहेत बुकचे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये टोटल 12 चॅप्टर्स आहेत. आणि प्रत्येक सेक्शन प्रवासाबद्दलच बोलतो. फर्स्ट इज हाऊ द जर्नी स्टार्ट्स, म्हणजे गेटिंग रेडी फॉर द जर्नी, त्या प्रवासासाठी तयारी कशी करायची. दुसरा जो भाग आहे तो म्हणजे तुमच्या पूर्ण इमोशनल, मेंटल, स्पिरिच्युअलवरती फोकस करतो. आणि तिसरा जो सेक्शन आहे पुस्तकाचा त्याच्यामध्ये एका आईचा जन्म झाल्यानंतर काय होतं, म्हणजे ती आईसुद्धा जसं बाळाचा पहिला दिवस असतो तसा आईचाही पहिला दिवसच असतो तो. आणि मग तिथून पुढचा प्रवास, त्याच्यासाठी काय तयारी करायची.
कुठे मिळणार आहे हे पुस्तक?
ॲमेझॉनवरती तुम्हाला लगेचच अवेलेबल आहे. आणि बाकी सगळीकडे जेव्हा जसं पब्लिश होईल, अवेलेबल होईल तसं आम्ही सोशल मीडिया थ्रू सांगतच राहू. पण किंमत त्याची आता आम्ही इनॉग्रल ऑफर तर आज आहेच आहे, ज्याच्यात तुम्हाला ते 499मध्ये आजच तुम्ही त्याचा लाभ घेऊ शकता. आणि बाकी तुम्हाला प्राइस डिटेल्स आणि सगळे ऑफर्स ॲमेझॉनवरती नक्कीच दिसतील.
Everybody out there will be knowing what and how the book proceeded.
Thank you.
So going back to basics, a mother is the female parent of a human being, and a woman in relation to a child or children to whom she has given birth is called as a mother. This is the definition given by the dictionary, which for all of us is quite simple to understand. But going through the book, and as you know, I have read it
many times.
More than you have read it.
Probably.
You define a mother in more than one way. You say a mother is an evolution of a woman, a mother is a rebirth of a woman, and a woman is reborn as a mother on the day the child is born. This seems to be a bit complex to comprehend. Could you please explain a bit more about it?
Yeah, actually you've asked a very, very important and pertinent question. I'm glad you've asked this at the beginning of our conversation. As you rightly said, the dictionary definition of woman is about what a woman is. And if you see what you've described right now through the book, what I've written, what definitions I've presented, it is more of about a journey of becoming a mother. Because the dictionary defines what a mother is, and the society defines how and what a mother should be. But there is a missing link in this. Before a woman becomes a mother, it is also the process of becoming a mother.
Right.
So then, there where the confusion can happen, because we are never taught how to look at what is becoming a mother. And everything that you said, a mother is evolution of a woman. This definition is not of a mother, it is about how a woman is becoming a mother. A mother is rebirth of a woman. So again, I'm not defining what a mother is, I'm talking about what process happens, what exactly happens when a woman becomes a mother. It's her rebirth. Then you mentioned the woman is reborn as a mother. Absolutely, if a woman is getting her rebirth, what is she getting born as again? It is the mother. So these definitions are not about what a mother is. These are not even definitions. These are insights which we can, ponder upon, give a thought that this is the process of becoming a mother. And the missing link is which I'm trying to focus on in this book.
Great. So there are many books which are behind this missing link and some after or post this missing link, and you have got the right niche which needs to be explained to people. Right.
Yeah, and I thought as a woman myself, I felt immense responsibility to put light on this. That's what I experienced from my own journey, and that's where this thought came that maybe we can start a conversation and put the focus on the process of becoming a mother.
Great. Now there is a fight between an architect and an engineer.
I need to get ready for that.
Yeah. No, it's the basics. I'm not going to take any.
Thank God, it's been long.
Going to page 34 of your book, you say birth of a baby and birth of a mother are two parallel events. At the same time, you say they are interwoven with each other. So being an engineer yourself, how do you justify this geometrically contradictory statement?
Yeah, that they are parallel and then they are interwoven.
Yeah.
So I knew only an architect can, really understand the subtlety in that description, and you were the person to catch it. But I'm glad you put light on that. Now, yes, absolutely, if you think from logical terms, from the geometry, the physics, everything, this will not make any sense. That birth of a baby and birth of a mother are parallel events, yet they are interwoven with each other. So what do I really mean by that? If you see, you don't have to look at it from the lens of physics, geometry, logic, what we've been taught up till now. Now just imagine a baby is getting born. The baby is getting born from the physical womb of the mother, of the woman. And then where is the mother coming from? She's coming from the emotional, mental and spiritual, which is a realm which we cannot see.
Wow.
So the woman is the space. From that physical space, the baby is getting born, whereas the realm which we cannot see is from where the mother is getting born. But both these events are parallelly happening on the same fabric of the woman. So the space, the fabric is the same. So even though the events are parallel, they are interwoven in the fabric of the woman. And that's why I mentioned this in the book. hope I answer the question.
Yeah, we have been talking about this for long, but every time you say this or something close to this, it gives a much more deeper meaning to what it is, more than what anybody can comprehend from reading. So this is something which should happen inside to know what it is about, right?
Exactly, because it's an internal journey.
So about, are you still ready to answer some questions?
Yeah, I think I am. I hope they are not difficult.
I'll try to make it easier because it is going to be difficult for me to understand what you are saying.
Okay, I'll try my best.
So what is this book about actually, if people ask me? Is it a manual of pregnancy? Like the do's and the don'ts and the troubleshooting and things like that? Or into inverted commas, the Garbha Sanskar books that are available on the shelf? Or at times I feel it is something like a hands-on workbook for the 9 months. I don't know whether it's true or not. And to talk in today's language, is it a DIY kit or something? Do-it-yourself kit, this book for the Gen Z, for the would-be mothers of this generation, who are a part of a nuclear family, I would say a ultra-nuclear family where they don't have the seniors and the mothers and the grandmothers to advise them. How can you describe the book?
So that's a great question actually, and I was looking for the right slide because I need everyone to have a look at this also when I'm trying to answer this question, because there is no one single answer to this, what the book is, because the book is going to be many things for many women in many different situations, because the journey is like that. It's the 9 months of the journey is the same for every woman, but the experience is different for every woman. So I'm not going to give you a single answer. I'll try to keep it short. If you compare the journey of 9 months and yourself as someone traveling in the ship in the sea, so many times the sea is going to be turbulent. Your journey is going to be turbulent. And at that time, you will need an anchor to stabilize yourself and then again get ahead with the journey. So in that sense, the book is your anchor, an anchor for the difficult times, which will keep your ship stable. If you think of the book from the terms of your internal process, your emotional evolution, your mental health and all those aspects, then the book is like a counselor, not even a counselor, a guide to you, where you can relate with your emotions, evolve with them, and then navigate through these 9 months with more mental strength and more emotional composure. In that sense, it will give you your own companion, it will give you your own space to evolve. So if you are in that zone during the journey, the book will be your companion in building your own strength, emotional, mental and spiritual. Now, another point which you very rightly mentioned is about how the young generation can relate with it. I know today, because of the nuclear family structures, changing dynamics, changing timelines of events in your life, right from career, when you get married, and all these timelines have changed. At this point of time, I think it's also important that we have some tools, we have some guidelines which will tell them how to think for themselves and not just follow a template, because no one can tell you what to think. But what we need is to teach them how to think. So in that sense, this book can be your companion for defining your own journey. It can be a companion for finding your own answers. So these are various ways in which you can look at the book. So there is no one answer, but yes, these 3 will form the crux of the book, which are also primarily some of my thoughts why I thought of making or writing this book.
Great. So the ship is same for everybody?
Yes.
But this book could be an anchor, at the same time it could be the lighthouse to show the path.
Absolutely, because a ship in the sea needs a lighthouse to direct it to its destination. Now Yatin, at this point, if you don't mind, I have a question for you.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that.
No, but now you have to answer. So, as you all are seeing these beautiful illustrations on the screen, which are capturing the thoughts and emotions behind each and every concept so beautifully, I want to know from you that these words were mine. Sometimes these words and these thoughts were abstract, sometimes philosophical, sometimes spiritual. How did you connect with it? What was that one thing? Maybe one thing could be difficult to say, but what made you connect with it and translate all that in such beautiful illustrations?
Yeah, again, maybe I'll need hours to answer this.
I know.
Because it is a process, as the book is also a process. If you remember in the initial stages, when this book was still brewing, our interactions were telephonic.
Yeah.
We hardly had time to meet and discuss across the table. And
that happened much later.
Yeah, and it was not like there was a data, there was something objective that you give me and we just make a diagram. So it was not that. But fortunately, the first synopsis or the core idea of the book which came to me, while you were talking, the illustrations were happening. I mean, I was like doodling on a paper with the phone on my ears. This is the training what architects are or designers are, that we believe more in graphics or infographics more than words. So this translating the language, the verbal language into a visual language is what I have been doing for years. But maybe this was the first time that I was inspired by a book which was nowhere close to my field or profession, but where I could translate it into these illustrations. So you were authoring your words and parallelly I was authoring the sketches. Thanks to you for giving me that kick to do those sketches. Another important skill of an artist which we develop over the time is abstraction.
Yeah.
So tangible and intangible, as you spoke about, what you could say in words, those words could go to sentences, to paragraphs, to pages, and to the book of 230 pages plus, which is very difficult for someone like me to do. But then taking the essence of your thought